do you think the big difference was from from the team you were facing when you look at what the Raptors did yesterday? What was the big difference in Game 3 for them versus Games 1 and 2?
Well, I think they play much more desperate. They play with much more physicality, especially from the beginning of the game, and they make some really tough shots as well. Especially, I think at the end of the game, Marcus saw some couple important threes. I think it's even without playing the best basketball last night, we were so close to win that game. So we were not that well offensively yesterday, but we had some really good defensive stops yesterday. So just keep grinding and try to win the next one.
Do you have to give some credit to their defense? I mean, you said you guys didn't play well offensively. How do you think their defense played yesterday?
They were great, especially guarding Giannis. I think so. Giannis did a really good job passing the ball. Unfortunately, we didn't make shots as we supposed to, but it's part of the basketball. One day you make more, one day not. But we were moving well the ball, especially until the last 5 minutes of the game, that end of the game. But the team played well. We were in the position to win, and that's what we want, coming here in Toronto. So we still fine 2-1, and we're gonna try to win next one for sure.
Is that the silver lining, though, that you guys were not at your best by any means, and it still took them 2 overtimes to put you guys away?
Could be. It could be. We did our job. We just need to have a better start next game. Obviously, we're gonna watch some film to see the areas when we can improve as a team. But it's a very good thing for us. We know that without playing basketball, we were there. So it's just about little things to adjust to make. They're gonna make a huge difference for us. And I don't see us shooting the ball that bad as we should the last game. So I'm sure we're gonna shoot better the ball, and defensively we're fine. We just need to keep doing the same thing we were doing, and we're going to be in good shape.
Niko, were you happy with the looks that you had, or did they feel a little bit more rushed?
Well, obviously they're running me out of the line, three-point line, so the shots are a little bit, I will not say rushing, but a little bit quicker. Right now, making the threes that I was supposed to be making, but they're good looks. I need to take those shots. The team want me to take those shots, and I know, I'm not that worried about my offense. The biggest thing for me is defense, and right now I think I'm doing a good job defensively, helping the team, and my offense will come as a part of the team as well. So just keep grinding and play hard. That's all.
Niko, the defensive matchup that just totally switched around for you guys. How do you feel like that impacted you, and did you see anything in film that suggests you can do it a little bit better than the game before?
Well, we didn't watch the film yet. We'll watch later. But yeah, they did make some adjustments as we kind of expect they will. But it was not that big difference. I think we had the looks that we wanted to have looks. So we just didn't make those shots. Defensively, as I said, we were fine. Getting well matched up and getting back in transition, trying to make those shots difficult on Kawhi, and just see the film and let's see what we can improve for the next game.
Niko, losing like kind of an emotional double overtime game like that can be draining for some teams. How do you guys kind of stay even keel heading into Game 4?
Well, I think it's kind of good for us to have games like those, because during this, when I came here, we didn't have that many close games. So it's kind of good for us to learn from this point what we can do better as a team in the last couple of minutes of the game. Just try to have better looks, try to move the ball, and try to find a hot guy at that moment. So just keep playing the same way we've been doing, and I know we can do better. So we will watch film and get better.
Niko, did this extra overtime affect your body or you guys?
I don't think so. It's a finals. We are ready. We work our season for being in good shape, being in this position, to fight for a championship. So the guys are ready. We have a deep bench, everybody's stepping up, everybody's playing well, so we feel good, we feel fresh. So it's a great recovery day for us. Watch the film and bounce back tomorrow.
Do you feel like as a team you guys take losses seriously? You've done a good job bouncing back after losses?
Yeah, I think we just lost one game, right, back to back. So it's a good thing for us that we're showing good mentality after losing the games. So hopefully it's gonna happen same thing tomorrow. I'm sure that we're gonna play better, and if we play the same way defensively as we did last game and improve little things offensively, we're gonna be in good shape to win as well.
At the end of the day, we're on the road. Fortunately, double overtime. Had many chances to win. Just couldn't get a stop or two when we needed to. Couldn't get a bucket when we needed to here and there. But I think for the most part, it was a great fight on our end. That's what you want in the playoff game on the road, is to compete, give you a chance to win in 2 overtimes.
Khris, is it more physically and emotionally draining to go through a game like that where it's close and goes to 2 overtimes and you again don't get the win?
I think it's more emotionally draining. I wouldn't say draining, but more emotional. I mean, physically, me and Giannis, I think, played the most minutes at 44. I mean, I remember regular season games where we played down on back-to-back nights, so I don't think that's physically draining to us as much. But the emotions of a playoff game is intense. The whole game, every possession means something. Then when you add to account, you got to go into 2 overtimes on the road on, a game that you could have won. I think that's the most emotional thing about it. But we just have to forget about it, rebound from it. We have a meeting here in a couple minutes and just get ready for the next game.
Khris, do you think the tape will reveal an main area of correction, or will it reveal maybe just an off night?
I mean, film always exposes everything. I mean, win or lose, you see a lot of your mistakes. You see a lot of what you did well. So, I mean, it exposes a lot of things. So I expect to be exposed in some type of way. But I think the gist of our game was, we didn't hit shots. We didn't play well offensively for a couple of guys. But for the most part, the team played well. We competed on the road.
What did they do differently last night that they didn't do in games 1 and 2?
I think they just changed up the matchups a little bit. They trapped Giannis a lot more, trapped me a lot more. They were just a lot more aggressive. I mean, I think that comes with being comfortable at home. When you're the home team, you're back in your home environment, you feel a little more comfortable. And then for us being on the road, I mean, it's different to being at home. It's a different type of crowd, different type of atmosphere. But that's what home court and playing on the road does to teams.
What are you taking from Game 3 that you will apply in Game 4 to improve your game?
Say that again?
What are you taking from Game 3 that you will apply in Game 4 to improve your game?
We haven't got that game plan yet. So honestly, I can't tell you a real answer.
How do you stop Kawhi?
I mean, everybody's been asking me this question all serious. I mean, you can't. I mean, he's going to have the ball in his hands the whole possession, most of the possessions. He's going to force his way to the paint. He's going to force his way to his spots. He's going to shoot contested shots with 1, 2, sometimes 3 or 4 guys on him. He's going to hit some, he's going to miss some. So I keep saying this over and over. I mean, he's a great player. You can't stop great players. You can only make it tough on them.
Knowing how much energy you expend defensively against a guy like that, how impressed should we be that Kawhi is still able to produce offensively when he's assigned to Giannis in a game like yesterday?
Like I said, I mean, I don't think it has anything to do with expending energy or being in shape. I mean, everybody's in shape and that's playoff basketball. It means everything. So, I mean, he wasn't on the whole night. They switched the matchups, like I said, to keep fresh bodies on him, keep fresh bodies on other people. They trapped him also. So, I mean, it's not like he was playing one-on-one defense against Giannis. I mean, everybody knows, it's just like Kawhi, you got to guard them with the whole team.
Do you feel a little drained by the work you've had to do defensively that it's affected your offense?
No, not at all. I don't think my defense has affected my offense at all. They just forced me to take tough shots, to trap me a lot of times. I don't think my defense has, affected my offense one bit. I just got to hit shots, got to be better.
After the game, there was an exchange between George and Eric, and it was kind of uplifting. Of course, Hill, he's like, I'm not worried about this. We played a bad game. We're so much better for this. Was that kind of your feeling after last night as well?
Yeah, I mean, we all talk to each other. I know George is a positive guy. He's been through a lot. So he probably, for sure, I encourage your words for Eric. Eric knows he wants to bounce back from this game.
Khris, I know you guys haven't done film yet, but in your mind, do you start to this time period between the end of the game and film, is that filled with you replaying every play over, or is it trying to clear the mind and then wait until you get to film to kind of really dig in?
I mean, it's tough. I mean, I'm a guy that thinks a lot about the game, so definitely replaying a lot of plays over in my head over and over again. Haven't had the chance to watch the game yet by myself, but after this I probably will. But I mean, it's one of those games when you know you had the chance to win, you know you didn't play well, but at the same time you got to try to forget about it, as hard it is throughout the day, just to live life, because it's a basketball game.
Can you, I'm assuming one of the ones you're replaying is the three to go up 96, 94?
Yeah, I mean, that's a shot, you know, I've hit many times this season. That's a shot that I wish went down for me, but it didn't. But we still competed, got another chance to tie, got another chance to win it, got another chance to keep playing.
Khris, three straight games, the three-point shooting has been below 32% for you guys. Is this more you guys getting good looks and missing them, or the Raptors running you off the line now?
I think we had a lot of great looks. I had a couple. I know Brooke had a lot of great looks. Nico did too. Just got to knock them down. I mean, we got games like that, but at the end of the day, like I keep saying, our defense has been doing a great job of, you know, keeping us in games and helping us win games when our shot's not falling. So that means when our shot is falling, how much more of a dangerous team we could be.
And with the emotions and the pressure of the playoffs, is the process of bouncing back from a loss like that any different than the regular season?
No, I mean, that's what the regular season is for, is to prepare you for these moments. This whole season we've done a great job of bouncing back. I mean, it's not going to be a guaranteed win tomorrow the way we've been doing it all season long, but as long as we bring that fight that we do after each time we come up short, I think we'll live with the results of it.
A couple overtimes, you know, you're probably going to lean more on recovery, but you know, at this stage it's probably a lot more about film work, recovery work. There may be some days going forward where we go to the gym, but today we didn't. But it's not that unusual to mostly pour your time into film and recovery.
Is the voice a byproduct today of last night?
This is somewhat common. It's probably, you know, like everything in the playoffs. Players are working harder. You guys are working harder. Coaches are working harder. So the throat voice feels it.
Was last night's result more of you guys having a bad night or the Raptors having a good night?
No, they were good last night. I think, you know, give Toronto a lot of credit. You know, their activity. Obviously, a couple individual guys stood out, played but well. And I do think we can play better. You know, individually, collectively, we can be better.
But after the game, you mentioned that you want to take a look at the film to see how the different defensive matchups actually affect you guys after you have what you think.
You know, similar to what I just said, I think, you know, there were some things that, you know, where the matchups were maybe, you know, something that were a positive for them. And then there were a lot of possessions where both teams are scrambling to get matched up, and, you know, we're not getting to necessarily the perfect guy, and they're not getting to the perfect guy, or however it is that they wanted to start the game. And, you know, typical answer, there's a little bit of both and everything. And, you know, we got to be better when they do have the matchups they want, and, you know, find ways to execute and get better shots and better opportunities. And in general, just play. You know, when we play, that's when we're at our best, and I don't think it's should, you know, impact who's guarding who when we're at our best.
This team lost only once back-to-back in early March, Utah and Phoenix. What is it about this team that has that resiliency?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it all throughout the year. There's just there's a competitiveness. I think it's a sign of the character of the group. You know, when you have those things, usually, you know, when you lose, you can't wait to get back on the court and play and do things better, and you know, find ways to help your teammates and find ways to be there for each other. And you know, that's what we've done, and you know, that's what we're looking forward to doing tomorrow night.
You don't normally see 12 points from Giannis. How does he bounce back after that kind of game?
Yeah, usually well. You know, hopefully we'll see. You know, I think he will be aggressive, but again, you know, I think looking at the film, they're putting a lot of attention on him. I think he's making a lot of good decisions, a lot of good reads. We probably got to play a little better around him to make it harder for him to do that. And you know, when everybody's playing well, then Giannis plays well. And you know, I think, again, he's passing well, he's making good reads, and you know, I think he'll continue to do that. And if it's 12 points or 40 points, and he just wants to win.
But when you get into an overtime situation, given how the game is going, who might be going hot, who might be having an off night, do you wrestle with altering the group that you might start an overtime period with based upon what has happened throughout the game to that point?
Yeah, and I think, I don't know how many overtime games we had this year, but just in general, I like to keep guys fresh, and so it's a little bit out of the norm, but subbing in an overtime is something that we've done in the past, and sometimes it can be a huge positive and a difference maker, and other times you just roll with the same group that's been playing, either to finish the game or that's been playing well. But I think generally we feel good about sometimes mixing it up and giving a guy a minute or two break. When you go, whether it be 5 minutes to finish the fourth quarter and another 10 minutes, that's 15 straight minutes of basketball. That's hard. And certainly your best players, you want them out there, but sometimes even them, if they're just exhausted, there may be better options.
I wondered if you wrestled with the idea of maybe having Malcolm and George start that second overtime period, just given how they were going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Malcolm and George were playing so well. But again, we've been talking a lot about Malcolm's minutes, since he's returned from injury. I think this is his third or fourth game. And again, he'd been playing a long stretch, and so just wanted to give him a couple minutes. And I feel good about that.
Do you see an opening to go after Kawhi a little harder in Game 4, given that, yes, he'll have a day off like everybody else, but he still played 52 minutes?
I don't know if we can go any harder at Kawhi than we are. It's the fourth game. I think the adjustments, there's always things that we can do better, and it may be an adjustment. It's probably just doing what we've been doing better, and we've been throwing a lot at Kawhi, and we'll continue to do that.
Khris and Malcolm have been the two main guys on Kawhi, kind of switching on and off. How do you balance wanting to keep each of them fresh and take turns on him, while also wanting to give maybe Malcolm more minutes to be able to play them together more?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is Malcolm's minutes have gone up, so I think with Malcolm's minutes going up, they're, playing more together, and it's giving one of them, an ability to be on the court and not have the assignment of guarding Leonard. So, I think we've mixed in Bled a couple possessions. We may, try and use Bled a little bit more. And again, I keep saying, I think there's other guys on our team that can, step up, Giannis and Yerson and George and guys like that. So, obviously Malcolm's playing well, and getting him on the court a little bit more has been good for us.
He played 36 last time, and he talked about getting Malcolm's minutes up. How have you viewed the bigger starting lineup with Nico, and does it really matter to you whether Brogdon may start, or is that something you're thinking about?
No, I think, the way Malcolm's playing, I think the punch he's bringing us off the bench, both he and George, I would say, we'll continue to think about it and wrestle with everything. But generally speaking, I think that seems like it's in a good place.
But does it impact your rotations a little on defense when Giannis is on the ball versus off the ball?
Yeah, I mean, Giannis is a big part of kind of our activity, and when he's coming to, help and or block shots or rebound, he's very impactful that way. But I think his ability to guard and be on the ball and impact it can be really positive too. That's what makes him so unique, is he can be a great weak side defender. He can be a great, primary on-ball defender. So he's good in both areas.
Talking with Khris, he said that the way he's replaying in his head is the three from up 97, 96. Is there a sequence or play that replays in your head, or how does your brain work after that?
I got a bunch of, we're about to go watch film, so I got about, I don't know how many clips are on the film, so I'm trying to be nice and cordial with you guys and think about what it is we're about to go really do. So there's a handful of them.